Hey there, my name is Bill Marion, and this is A Nose for Life. These days, nutcrackers and nutcracker ornaments are a common sight during the Christmas season. You might be indifferent to nutcrackers being a part of Christmas traditions, and maybe you haven't given it much thought, but people love nutcrackers. Well, not everyone. In fact, some people don't like them at all. It turns out when it comes to nutcrackers, people either love them or hate them. Now I'm talking about both the decorative wooden soldier figurines commonly associated with Christmas and the famous ballet, The Nutcracker. In this video, I'm going to share with you what I learned about how nutcrackers found a way into Christmas. So go ahead and click the like button and let's get started. The history of nutcrackers intertwines German craftsmanship, folklore, literature, and music. Decorative nutcracker dolls originated in late 17th century Germany, specifically in the Erzgebirge region, a mining area where wood carving became a livelihood as mines depleted. Early nutcrackers were functional tools for cracking nuts, but evolved into carved figures resembling soldiers, kings, or authority figures. German folklore often portrays them as symbols of good luck or protection, warding off evil spirits with their fierce appearance. Some stories suggest they satirized oppressive rulers, forcing tough nuts or authority figures to open their mouths. By the 19th century, Wilhelm Fietzner, known as the father of the nutcracker, began mass-producing the iconic lever-operated soldier design around 1870. And it was good timing, because a year later, Germany was unified into a single nation-state from principalities. But the nutcracker's relationship with Christmas began several decades earlier.
Any of your holiday songs and watch and listen as this.
In 1816, E.T.A. Hoffmann published a story called The Nutcracker and the Mouse King. It's a dark, romantic fairy tale featuring young Marie, who receives a nutcracker doll from her godfather Drosselmeyer. The doll comes to life, battles a seven-headed mouse king, and takes her to a magical doll kingdom. It's a tale embedded with curses and a more ambiguous, eerie tone blending dream and reality. And if we're being honest, just looking at a nutcracker, well, they're fitting for darker stories. But those stories wouldn't be for kids. In 1844, Alexandre Dumas published a French adaptation, The Tale of the Nutcracker. Now, essentially, it's the same story, but Dumas softens the horror and reduces some of the elements from Hoffmann's story that seemed grotesque for some readers. Dumas made the narrative more straightforward and child-friendly, renaming the characters slightly and emphasizing wonder over nightmare. So Hoffmann's story back in 1816 was more like Tim Burton, but Dumas' version was more like, well, an early Disney movie. Both stories are set on Christmas Eve, and a young girl receives a nutcracker doll as a gift from her godfather during a Christmas party. The nutcracker comes to life at night, leads an army of toys into battle against the Mouse King, and well, the girl aids in his victory. Let me take just a minute to wish you a Merry Christmas and to tell you how grateful I am that you're watching this video. Most of the time we make videos in scenic destinations all over the US, but occasionally we'll make a video like this one just for a change of pace. Tell us what you think in the comments below. We always try to respond, and your suggestions are very helpful. You can follow us on X at Bill and Carolyn, and we're still on Facebook at Bill Marion Life. I hope you'll consider subscribing to our channel and clicking the bell for notifications. Now let's get back to the Nutcracker. But for a lot of people, the Nutcracker being a part of Christmas begins in St. Petersburg in 1892. That's when Tchaikovsky's The Nutcracker Ballet premiered. It's based on Dumas's lighter 1844 version of the story. Now, critics praised the score, but overall they thought the whole thing was childish. In fact, Tchaikovsky died in 1893, never knowing his Nutcracker would eventually be a success, and a part of our modern Christmas tradition. But the ballet gained traction in the 20th century. The first full U.S. performance of the Nutcracker was in 1944 in San Francisco. And after World War II, U.S. soldiers brought German Nutcracker dolls home, boosting their popularity as Christmas decorations worldwide. In 1954, the New York City Ballet version popularized the Nutcracker as an American holiday staple. In fact, we get a lot of our holiday traditions from the late 1940s and 1950s. These days, nutcrackers are everywhere, even if some people find them hideous. During the holidays, the Nutcracker Ballet can be seen in almost every major city in the US. There are books, movies, and songs. And let's not forget old-fashioned wooden nutcrackers that come in all shapes and sizes, mass-produced all over the world. But this is an actual German nutcracker. My own mother bought this one while we were living in Germany when I was a small boy. This nutcracker, emblematic of her time in Germany, inspired Mom to take our whole family to see the Nutcracker during the holiday season every single year. Many of the nutcrackers in this video belong to her, so thanks to Mom, nutcrackers are a part of our Christmas traditions. So there stands the Nutcracker, tall and unyielding, carved from the hardest wood, his painted smile fixed and fierce, jaws ready to crack the toughest shells without a flinch. Yet in his very rigidity lies the gentlest reminder of Christmas, that in a season sparkling with lights and sugar plums, we who might grow stiff from life's battles are invited to soften, to open our hearts to Christ, to melt our edges, and to offer kindness as freely as the snow that blankets the world in quiet forgiveness. Merry Christmas.